everyone! Welcome back to youtube.com slash Margo Kamaya. My name is Margo, and in this episode I would like to share with you one of my exciting book buys for 2021. I can't hold my excitement. I waited for 3 months for this book to arrive in the Philippines because I bought it in Amazon.com and it had to be delivered to the Philippines. Well, technically not delivered directly from Amazon. I had to ask my uncle to include it in one of his packages and send it to the Philippines. Anyway, enough of that. So the book, this is the book again, published by my favorite publishing house, DK, right? This came out in September of 2020, so it's really new. This is the book is called Remarkable Diaries, the world's greatest diaries, journals, notebooks, and letters. Right. So how much is it? So in Amazon, it I paid, well, let's see, I'm checking my Amazon account right now. I paid $18.29 plus tax, right? So plus tax, roughly, if I convert that in Philippine peso, that would be still less than 1,000 pesos. And if this becomes available in any of the local bookstores, they would retail this for more than 1,000 pesos, maybe around 1,400 pesos or 1,200 pesos, because normally that's the price range, for the past DK books that I bought similar to this, right? So it's hardcover. It has a flyleaf or a dust cover jacket, right? It's about 3.55 pounds. That's how heavy it is. And the size is 10.25 by 0.87 by 12.13 inches. Okay. I don't know if that would be helpful for those who are planning to purchase this book, but that's how the dimensions of the book is. But again, if you can see, right? And I'm about 5 feet in height, so you can just imagine how big this book is. There are 256 pages in this book, right? Yep, main language for the book is in English, right? So why am I so excited about this book? So when I was browsing in Amazon.com, this book really caught my eye. And I took a look at the sample photos that Amazon normally would place on their items, and I saw several entries that really made me salivate and wanted to get the book. So I was very lucky that I had the opportunity or the chance to buy this and for it to be delivered to me here in the Philippines. Alright, so the book is divided into several chapters. So like what the description of the book says, it's not just limited to diaries, but also journals, notebooks, and letters of prominent people, celebrities from the before 1500s up to the 19th century. Well, there's one entry for the 21st century, right? So almost like encompassing 1,000 years of human existence. I'm not kidding. The earliest entry, just to share with you, the earliest entry in the book before 1500 came from the age of the pharaohs. So it is a list of it's a daily list that was written on a papyrus, because during the Egyptian time, or in the age of the pharaohs, the writing material or the writing paper, no, was the papyrus. Okay. So that's the earliest one. And then the last entry in this book came from, just to give you an idea, okay, it only covered up to the 20th century, not yet the 21st, from Derek Jarman, who's a movie director. So that's the last entry. Let me show you. Oh, so heavy, so hard to show it. All right, so that's Derek Jarman. Okay, so I'm gonna just share with you some of like my favorite, no, entries in the book. I'm gonna take out the dust cover so that it doesn't get ruined. So fascinating. I so love this. When I got the package, this is the first item that I took out, no, from the box. and I spent like the next 2 hours reading, no, each entry. All right, so first one, definitely the Renaissance genius Leonardo da Vinci. Okay. So that's his diary entry. You can see the illustrations that he has, right? So his experiments, very detailed. Okay. And because he is left-handed, he did the mirror writing, okay, to disguise, no, his entries. Okay. Pictures of Leonardo. And then the next one, this one, another reason why I bought it, it's because of Antonio Pigafetta's Diary of the Magellan Elcano voyage. That's what is now accepted, no? It's the Magellan Elcano World Expedition. So he started out as Magellan's chronicler, and when Magellan died in the Philippines, he became the chronicler of the Elcano part of the return journey to Spain. Okay. Illustrations that he created. Sorry about the light. Okay. So that's Pigafetta. Another entry that I would like to share right now, no, is, let's see, I put bookmarks. I hope I can find it. Oh, here you go. If you're a fan of HBO series, there is actually a series that's called Gentleman Jack. So this is Anne Lister. So if you're familiar with Gentleman Jack, the series in HBO, that character, or the series, is based on a real life person. Her name is Anne Lister. She was an English landowner, and it's her diary, no? She was the first, you would say, first he was accepted by their community, no, as part of the LGBT group. And this was from 1806 to 1840. That was her entry. And then next one that I'd like to share, my favorite artist, my favorite impressionist artist, Vincent van Gogh. And what's nice about this is that there was a letter that he sent, and it's written in English. I think Vincent van Gogh, he spoke and wrote in, I think, about 4 languages. So he's a linguist, no? He spoke Dutch, French, English, as well as German as well. He actually worked in England or London, no, as an art gallery assistant, and then as well as an art tutor. So additional Van Gogh entries. And then there's actually one more poet, American poet, 21st century, very well known. Okay. Sylvia Plath. Right there you go. Alright. So, just to give you an overview of how they treated the diary. So there's a lot. Now there are scientists, there are writers, there are artists, explorers, adventurers, colonists. Okay? And just imagine that they were able to keep, and store and protect this diary entries, the letters, the notebooks, the journals. Pliny the Younger is also featured here. He was the one who had the best view and description of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in Italy, that buried Herculaneum. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, So that's Pliny the Younger. Where is it? Let me show it to you as well. There you go. Here. Of course, definitely it's written in Latin. Okay. So Mount Vesuvius eruption. Okay. Alright, so let's say here, Francisco Jose de Goya, artist. Okay, as you can see, the dates of the particular journal or diary or letter entry, and then the materials that was used as well. Pen and ink, stuff like that. It's written there. And then, of course, description, details, a short biography of that focus person or featured person. Okay? And then a little context of their time. So again, if you have the opportunity to purchase this book, you will fall in love with it. I tell you. Very, very nice book by DK. Remarkable Diaries. The world's greatest diaries, journals, notebooks, and letters. So I'm gonna leave you with a quote from Oscar Wilde, but Oscar Wilde is not featured here. So his quote is, or was, "I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train." Right? So again, highly recommended. Right? If you have the opportunity, do get a copy of this book. Right? So thanks everyone for watching. I can't wait to read it again. I'm gonna read it again in detail. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, comment. I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care. Happy reading.